Ever think about what your favorite sports team's real opponent is? It might not be another team. It could be paperwork. Seriously. In this explainer, we're going to dive into a platform called Cloudathlete. Its whole mission is to be a complete operating system for sports, to finally tackle that administrative chaos that just holds everyone back.
Okay, so let's just start with a question. And look, if you've ever volunteered for a local sports club, you're going to get this immediately. Why is managing a sport so hard? Right? You sign up to help grow the game, to run awesome competitions, to connect with the members. But instead, it feels like all your time just gets sucked into this black hole of admin.
And you know what the problem almost always is? It's this mess of disconnected tools. I mean, just think about it for a sec. You've probably got one system for memberships, right? A totally different one for selling event tickets. Then you've got like a dozen different spreadsheets for the finances and another service for sending out emails. It's a nightmare. It just creates these data silos where nothing talks to each other, forces you to do tons of manual work, and honestly, it's just a terrible experience for your members. It is a massive, massive headache.
So, what's the fix? Well, Cloudathlete's whole idea is a pretty fundamental shift in how you think about this. They're saying, hey, stop trying to patch together all these separate tools. Instead, you need a single, unified system, a real operating system, built from the ground up specifically for the world of sport.
And the core idea here is to create what you might call a single source of truth for the whole organization. I mean, just imagine it, bringing all those crucial things, members, events, payments, all your data, under one single roof. All of a sudden, everything's right there, it's all connected, and everyone is finally working from the same playbook. No more guessing games.
Okay, so that sounds great, but how does it actually work? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the toolkit that makes this whole all-in-one thing possible.
All right, so the platform is basically built on three big pillars, the things that pretty much every sports organization needs. First up, you've got membership. This finally puts your entire database of athletes, coaches, officials, everyone in one place. Then you've got events and comps. This handles the whole shebang, from ticketing all the way to live rankings. And last but not least, finance. This automates that painful process of chasing down fees and donations, and it gives you reports instantly. Pretty cool.
But it's not just about the basics. Where it gets really clever is with these intelligent tools they've layered on top, designed to just slash your workload. For example, there's a thing called Cloud IQ, which uses AI to help you build forms so you don't have to be a tech wizard. And Cloud Comms, that can automate all those super important but time-consuming emails. You know, like the membership renewal reminders that used to take up hours. The whole philosophy is really about doing more with way, way less effort.
Okay, so having all these features in one spot is obviously great, but what does that actually mean for an organization day to day? Let's talk about how this stops being just a set of tools and actually becomes a real strategy for growth.
And this right here, this is the core transformation. It's the before and after. You're leaving behind that old way of doing things, data trapped in different spreadsheets, endless manual work, and a community that just feels disconnected. And you move to this new way, centralized data that actually gives you useful insights, powerful automation that frees up your staff and volunteers, and a system that's literally built to create a more engaged community.
And when you really break it down, the benefits are huge. First off, there's the obvious one, efficiency and cost savings. You're getting rid of a bunch of different subscriptions right away. Second, you can actually focus on growth and engagement, because connecting with members is suddenly so much easier. Third, you can finally start making decisions based on real data, not just guesswork. And this one's super important. You get top-tier security and compliance, which, let's be honest, is an absolute must when you're handling people's personal data.
Now, this all sounds really good in theory, right? But the big question is anyone actually using this out there in the real world? Well, let's see who's putting this operating system to the test.
The answer is a big, fat yes. And we're not just talking about small local clubs here. This platform is trusted by some major national and even international governing bodies. We're talking about organizations like World Boccia, which manages a global parasport, or USA Fencing with thousands and thousands of athletes all over the country, and Table Tennis England, which oversees this massive community from the grassroots all the way up to the elite level. I mean, these are seriously complex operations that depend on this system. That is some powerful social proof right there.
And check out this quote from the CEO of World Boccia. It really hits home. He points out just how essential this software is, especially for organizations that don't have a huge staff. When he says it gives them the ability to operate effectively, wow, that's a really powerful statement about its impact. It just goes to show you, this isn't just about having cool features, it's about actually enabling the mission of the sport itself.
So we'll leave you with this one final thought to chew on. For so many sports organizations out there, the biggest, toughest challenges they face aren't on the field, or the court, or the track. Nope, they're in the back office. It's that constant administrative grind that drains away time, money, and energy from what really matters, which is growing the sport. And what a platform like this really suggests is that maybe, just maybe, solving those off-the-field challenges is the real secret to winning on it. That's all for this explainer.